That really stings. I thought, the first half after the start, defensively we really settled in, played a lot like we've been playing the last few games. And during that stretch when we were down 12-2, I thought we got really good shots. We just didn't make them. And then the second half, our offense was probably as close to operating at a level that we had grown accustomed to as it has been for several games. But defensively, we didn't have many answers. And, we got the lead late. We get a couple, Mitch gets a great look. Tyshawn gets to the rim, gets one blocked. And then, obviously we had some critical turnovers that led to uncontested baskets. And that's, usually the team that makes the fewest mistakes wins. And while we didn't turn it over all game, I think we had 8 turnovers going into that stretch. We certainly made some critical errors in the guts of the game.
Questions first for the student athletes.
I guess for the guys, it seemed like you got on a little bit of a roll there, stringing this out together, hitting shots. Maybe what have you noticed in the last 4 minutes today, the last 3 games, that just changes?
Pretty much it's just taking care of the ball and just being smart. We got great opportunities to make shots. Obviously, they didn't fall, some of them. But at the end of the day, it's all about just taking care of the ball, being a smart team, and doing what we have to do is right.
I think I just stare at one thing too long, and then when I look over it, I don't know. I'm just making dumb plays down the stretch.
We just got to learn from all the games that we sat there and played, especially on the last 4 minutes. Especially mostly just taking care of the ball is the biggest thing for us right now to learn about, and eventually just keep moving forward no matter what.
Anything else for the student athletes? I wonder, Mitch, if you notice anything about the team, just the way some nervous energy at all, or you maybe that's hard to pick up on in the moment, but I wonder if you sense anything about just your demeanor and your approach.
I don't think we were nervous. I think we mentally just didn't lock in for the full 40. And when we're mentally not there, then we start to make mental mistakes that we didn't make the first half in the game and the first half of the second half. And then we just let our guard down mentally, I guess, and cost us.
How do you bounce back from this stretch? This is probably the first time in your basketball career that you guys have to deal with losing in the way it's happened the last 4. How do you get your minds in the right place to move forward?
At the end of the day, we have, I don't know, 6 more chances in the Big East, and we still think we could win all of them. And if we bring that approach that we've had the last couple of weeks, obviously we've fallen short the last 3 or 4 games, and I think if we just bring the same approach to the practice floor and then go to DePaul Wednesday and just take care of business there, and then just get on a little streak and get comfortable with it, and just make a run towards the end of the year, and then going into the Big East tournament.
Let's take one more for the guys.
I guess, Ty, what did you notice about defensively in the second half? Did they make some adjustments, or how did they, because they kind of started pretty hot to start the second half?
We didn't come out the way that we were supposed to, and during the first half, our defense was obviously great, and we picked it up on the last. They went on like that 10-0 run, and we just picked it up, and mostly it was just to the point where like they wasn't going to score anymore. But in the second half, like they just came out high. We wasn't focused, and that was just about it.
Thank you, guys.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Questions for Coach?
Yes, Mac, after those first maybe 3 or 4 possessions after the under 4 timeout, did you get a sense that your guys were maybe kind of getting a little deflated after the turnovers, the misses, like you call that timeout, I guess, with 2
Yeah, you know, not really. You know, we as I look at it, you know, there's 8 possessions we didn't score. The first one was a wide open 3 by Mitch. We ran that little play for Tyshawn. He turned the corner, got to the rim with his right hand and missed a layup. And then it was turnover, run out. Marcus missed a layup. There was another turnover, run out, and then another turnover, run out. Like it's and you know, the same guys that played 30-some minutes and hadn't turned it over really during the course of the game. So they're hurting right now. Like and our crowd was great today. We need them more than ever right now. This team needs their support. They're growing. They're learning. They've encountered a lot of adversity this year, and they continue to show up and fight. And I admire that in them. And you know, it's our job as a coaching staff to get their chins back up, to make sure they learn lessons as a result of what happened today, and then do the best we can to get them to turn the page and move on to the next game. Because you know, DePaul's in a situation where they're trying to finish their season strong as well. So this one hurts. This one really hurts, and I hurt for our guys because I think they invested a lot, and I was really impressed with our preparation. But we made too many mistakes today.
Do you think the last 3 games, the way they finished, affected the guys?
I don't think so, because you know, we didn't really. We had the turnover on the out of bounds play at Xavier, but it wasn't turnovers that cost us. We had some decent looks and missed them. You know, this is really the first game we've done something like this, where it's been 3 or 4 possessions by 3 different guys that allows to run outs that you can't defend, and it's. You know, Seton Hall is challenging enough to defend to start with, without giving them those easy ones.
Do you worry at all, though, that this? I mean, you mentioned so we got to get their chins up. I guess maybe the question is, how do you do that without getting them?
It's not easy. They're human. You know, this hurts. You know, they. You know, you saw Mitch try to answer that question. Like he's beating himself up inside right now, and that's good. Because he's taken ownership and he cares. The challenge is to get him past it, and that's my job tomorrow in practice and in the film room, to help get these guys past it, learn from it, watch it. I don't think they need to be beat up right now. I don't think that's the answer. I think this is a team that's fought through a lot of stuff, and they keep continuing to show up and fight, not just on game night, probably more importantly on the practice floor, where it's really difficult to do, and they've been able to continue to do that.
Have you dealt with this before in your career, where it just seems like there's a mental block at some point when it's time to close? And because it seems like the preparation is there, and then the intensity is there for the majority of the game to put yourself in a position to be at the 4-minute mark with a chance to win. But
yeah, it is. I mean, that's how you do it in this league. If you don't have some preparation and a plan and some execution, you're not going to be there when the game's being decided. And we've just found a lot of different ways to let them go. And you know, I don't think we're at a point yet with this team where we really know who our closer is. You know, there isn't a Doug or a Marcus Foster right now, and you know, guys that you knew that they were going to make a play or they're going to make a play for somebody else. And you know, some of the guys that we would turn to in that situation have been mirrored in a pretty good shooting slump, and a couple of them came out of it today, which is good. And like I said, when we got shots during that 8-possession situation where we didn't score, the shots were good. And the unfortunate thing was the turnovers at a really critical time of the game.
But I mean, how did you get Tyshawn on court? Because it seemed like when that
You
first
just-
one fell, he scored 20 in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, you just gotta let a scorer go. You know, he's a shooter. Mitch is a shooter. You don't talk about it. You encourage him. You make sure that you believe in him. Because as soon as I doubt him, then that's when the doubt's going to creep in their own mind. So as a coaching staff, we can't do that. And it was good to see some shots go in for a couple of those guys today.
So 2 more for Coach.
I guess what did you notice about your defense in the second half? I know you switched his zone a little bit. They just
They were in a rhythm, so we went to zone just a couple possessions. I think they got a layup in there on it. We did a pretty good job on Powell for the most part, and then we were late on one screen on an out of bounds play, and he hit it, and then I think that gave him a little bit of a renewed confidence. But he's hard to guard. Those are not easy shots on the run that he makes, and they stretch you out because of his ability to come off and shoot it. And then we made some mistakes be on the back of the defense as well.
You talk about the effort that Marcus gave you guys today.
He shouldn't be playing, and it's unfortunate. We run the out of bounds play down 3. He's got a wide open 3, and it slips off his whatever he's got contraption on his hand. But we're better. We're better with him out there. He has a sense where everybody is on the floor. He gets guys shots. He can't play the way defensively he wants to play right now because he can't probably stick his nose in there the way he would like to. But we're better because he's back, and he's showing showing a lot of guts going out and playing because it's not healed yet, but he's made the decision to give it a go.
Wasn't the shot late to tie just because he didn't have enough confidence? He didn't feel like his hand got.
Which one?
The one that he had when he got open on the.
Well, he rose up and he was ready to shoot it, and it looked like it just slid off the tape job or whatever that he had. Not having control of your outside 2 fingers. So, he's worked on it a lot the last 2 days in practice. He's gotten a lot of shots up. He felt comfortable with it. It's hard. It's hard to try to play with that, but he gave us a great effort, put us in position to have a chance to win the game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.